Hello children, this is our political science class of class 11 and today I am continuing the topic the rights and duties in the Indian Constitution. As you all talk about your rights with your parents and with your teachers that this is your right, you need this and you have right to do this. Yes, you are aware about your rights and it's good, and there are many rights which have been granted and guaranteed by the Indian Constitution as we have read in the previous class. And if the Constitution has provided these rights and that those rights are not practiced, then it's useless. And so it is very necessary that whatever the rights have been provided by the Indian Constitution, it should be practiced in practical life also. And if it is not practiced, then that is or if it is hard, that is the violation of right. There are two case studies, and through two case studies I want to tell you about the importance of rights. There is a one case study. You can take one example. In 1982, there was the Asian Games was supposed to be held in India, and the government appointed some contractors. And what was the purpose to appoint contractors? The purpose was that there was supposed to be the construction of the so many flyovers and stadiums. And for this purpose, the contractors appointed poor workers. And there is a system that the government has decided minimum wages to be given to the workers, but the contractors kept all these workers in the very poor working condition. Poor working condition. And they did not give the minimum wages which was supposed to be given to the workers. And the result was that there was a group of social scientists. Who were they? They were group of social scientists. And these social scientists investigated into the matter, and then they found that the workers were kept in a very poor working condition and they were not paid well also. That is what they were supposed to be paid, which was decided by the government according to the law of Minimum Wages Act, and they were not paid. So they filed petition in the Supreme Court. Then what they filed? They filed petition in the Supreme Court. As we all know that under the public interest litigation, any person or a group of persons, they can file a public PIL, that is public interest litigation, for the welfare of a person or a group of persons. And when they filed the petition in Supreme Court, the Supreme Court paid attention, and the Supreme Court the Supreme Court instructed the government to look into the matter, and then the act was followed and the workers were able to get the minimum wages which was decided by the government. Then we can take another case. take an example of a person. The name of that person was Machar Lalu. Machar Lalu belonged from Assam. In Assam, there is a district. The name of that district is Morigaon. And in this district, there is a village. The name of the village is Chubari. From this village, Machar Lalu, when he was only 23 years of age, he was arrested for the grievous injuries. What was the charge? Grievous injuries, and he was arrested from there. And when he was put for the trial, there was a rejection that there was a problem that he was not well, and due to which he was not able to stand properly for the trial. So he was sent under the judicial custody, that is in the mental hospital, and there was a treatment, treatment was done for the Machar Lalu, and in 1967, the doctors of the mental hospital informed to the authorities of the jail that he is now fit for the trial. But no one paid attention for this. Though he was fit and he was and for this there was information to the jail authorities that he is fit for the trial, but still no one paid attention for this. And again in 1996, means after 19 years, again doctors informed to the jail authorities that he is now fit for the trial, but still no one paid attention. And then he was freed when? In 2005. In 2005 he was freed when he was the year of 77 years. Means when he became 77 years old, then he was freed from the judicial custody, and it was the case happened, or he became free only when a team was appointed by the National Human Rights Commission. National Human Rights Commission they appointed a team, and the team investigated into the matter. Then the team found that he is fit for the trial, but there was no trial during the period, and the result was that when he became 77 years, then he could be free, and it means he spent 54 years under the judicial custody and without any trial. So that was very surprising, and that was the violation of the fundamental right, that is right to exploitation. And in this case you can see there is a violation of the right to exploitation, and here you can see that is the violation of the right to life and liberty. Right to life and liberty. Now you can see what is right to life and liberty. Right to life and liberty, under the right to life and liberty, a person is having right for fair and speedy trial. But here also there was a case when social scientists petition only. Then there was a hearing of the case, and there was a instruction from the judiciary, and then the government to look into the matter, and then the workers could get the proper wages which they were supposed to get. And here you can see that there was a right to exploitation and a violation of the right to exploitation, because that person was fit for trial, but no one paid attention attention, and jail authorities also did not pay attention, and for 54 years he was under the judicial custody. And through these two cases you can understand that we should be aware about the rights, and there is an importance of the rights, and there is also the importance of the alertness and awareness, and at the same time there is the lot of importance of the public interest litigation also, because if the constitution is giving you rights and in practical life it is not followed, then what is the utility? And so much exploitation is going to happen that thousands of workers were working and they in a very poor working condition, and they were paid less what was decided that by the government, that is minimum wages से, उससे भी कम उन्हें पे किया जा रहा था. तो इस तरीके के जो एक्सप्लॉयटेशंस हो रहे हैं, and I have given only 2 case studies, and there are a lot of cases out there, and which are the examples of the violation of different rights. So rights are very important, and you should understand the importance of rights, and you should know your right, and you should also know how they should be protected, because constitution is with you and it guarantees right. It is not giving only, it is guaranteed. गारंटी मीन्स कि उसने गारंटी ले रखी है कि आपको जो राइट्स कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में प्रोवाइड किए गए वो आपको मिलेंगे. इफ इट इज वायलेटेड और इफ इट इज हर्ट, देन यू कैन गो टू द जो है जुडिशरी अंडर डिफरेंट रिट्स विच वी विल स्टडी इन द जो है लेटर ऑन क्लासेस, each about each and every writ which you can means petition which you can file in the judiciary. So you understood, children, that rights are important, and you should know and you should be aware not only about your rights, but if there is a violation of rights of someone else also in the society, if you are educated and if you are aware, if you are a very good and alert citizen of the country, then you should pay attention for other sides also, and you should come up to help others if their rights are violated, and if they are not aware, and if they are not capable to protect their rights. Thank you, children. That's all for today. In the next class, I will tell you about the Bill of Rights, which are very necessary to understand, and the basis of the Bill of Rights. Thank you. Have a nice day.